Good morning, good evening. DUTERTE power always will support our president DUTERTE. Do the right thing. I was just finished watching the video from South Korea through our president OFWs and the magical moment of their whole world and the jealousy and the hope which everyone would like to have being at that moment in time to kiss the president. So all I wanted to say, yeah, me and most of the foreigners around the world, we are happy to see somebody doing that because it shows he's not just a president, and yes, he's just one of those people. Like he wants to show his own people, I'm the same as you. I'm not more than you, and I don't have this kind of tied up ass, which like other presidents around the world, they they do. And this senator Razor, she's a tied up ass coming over here and putting herself what she thinks she's better than our president, you know, and she comes over here and say that this is sexist and abusing of power. This is not about abusing of power. This is about you know showing compassion, showing I care about all my people, all the UFWs around the world, and to tell them I'm the same as you. I'm not better than anyone else. Just because I have a title as a president of Philippines and I have a duty to protect, and he has a duty to do most of whatever he has to do to protect the country and especially the Filipino people. And this is the way he shows the way I'm just a man, the same as anyone else. I'm not better just because I have money, just because I'm powerful. I'm better than any of you. So for me, he shows to everyone um, he is the same as anyone else. Richer, poor, with this and that. He doesn't have no boundaries of what they are. Because if you guys understand something, if we compare President Duterte to other presidents around the world, you guys don't know. They are really tight asses. They never do anything and they never show anything, and they talk shit. And first of all, to everyone around the world. And our president, he doesn't do that. Whatever he says, whatever he does, he shows in the front of everyone. This is how I am. This is what I like. This is what I do. This is me. You like me. You voted for me because the way I am. You didn't vote for me because of what? He said he was going to do a job. He's doing it. And this is exactly what he's doing. That's what he's getting paid for. To do a job. And that's what he's doing. Now, all of you coming up, he's a public figure. He didn't sign up for being a public figure. He signed up to do a job. And this is exactly what he's doing. A job. So, for people being protesting and saying bad things about him because of this case, I think everybody's jealous, because if everyone was over there, you'll be a huge queue to be doing the same thing. Even to shake his hand. Everybody will be there to do that. This Senator Razor, you should shut your mouth. And you should, don't say things like that about presidents, because if it was her, the Senator Razor, can you guys see what she does? Only bad mouthing. Instead of helping the country and all kind of stuff, what she does? Only bad mouthing our president. Since our president becomes to power, what she does? Always bad mouthing her and some others. So, this is news, right? This is only politics, right? But who cares about the people? Who cares about the country? Who cares who's doing what? And who cares who's in corruption? Isn't it? So my point on this about what this comes about is about bad mouthing our president. Everything what he does. If he farts, what are you gonna what? You're gonna say, oh, you shouldn't do that because, it's a bad example. So, come on, people. He's a human. And like he says, this is like, he wanted to make people laugh. And if you guys notice, and you know it, every time he's a joker. He always joke with you. He always close to everyone. He's always try to be close to all his people, the Filipino people. So he always making jokes for people to laugh, and that's who he is. That's his character. That's what he loves about his own people, his own country, and things like that. He is not, when he's on TV, do you think he cares about if he's on TV or this and that? Do you think he thinks, he's there just to show off? Our President Duterte, he doesn't do show off if you compare to other presidents around the world. You don't know what other presidents does behind doors. Our president doesn't do things like that. He does around public. This is me. I'm like you. You can say whatever you like. He's not doing wrong. But people come over here, everything is about public figure. All I want to say is try to understand that he's a human, like everyone else. And he's trying to make his own people happy. Plus, he's one of the best presidents around the world because he tells his own people everything. Who's corrupted, who's not, who's doing bad, who's doing this, who's doing that. He puts on the news and he tells them straight into their face. Do you see other presidents around the world doing that? Of course not. Because they think what, they are more civilized than our President Duterte? Because what? They think they are higher than anybody else? Do you see what presidents do? They have to be careful what they say. They have to be careful what they read. If not, what? They're gonna sue, people's gonna sue them. Does our president have to do that? Do we want our president to be like that? Do you want your president to be a tight ass like other presidents around the world? I don't want that. I love him the way he is. I like the way he is. And that's what he makes him. That's what he makes President Duterte. He's one of the unique people, and I really don't know the passion. When you have something, you have a passion to do something, and then our president has that kind of passion for his own people, his own country, and he wants to put his country everywhere, and he wants to know people to know, one, what is Philippines, and the people in the Philippines, and what he has been doing. Now what this news wants to do is picking up something stupid and something small to twist it and saying, public figure, and you should be abused of power like this Senator Reza is talking about, and what she thinks she's better. All I want to say about this Senator Reza and some other senators who's against our president, what do you see these people doing? What do you ever see these people, which they are senators over there, been doing for the country and been doing for the people? Did any of you ever see these senators do anything? Now, because their holidays, they finish since the Duterte come into power. They don't like to work. Our president make them work. And what they have to do now, because they have to do work, they want to find something to President Duterte done this, President Duterte done that, President Duterte kiss our OFW. She's a public figure. He's a president. He's using his power to kiss and to do what? Now they're gonna say what, he's abusing? Did anybody force the girl to do it? No. She had a choice. She could walk away or whatever. But no, she was happy to do it. Was she forced? No. She was happy to do it. Even she's a married woman. But it's only a small thing. And for me and others and all the other foreigners, this is amazing. Perfect. We have presidents around the world which have done much worse than that. And they keep denying it. We didn't do this, we didn't do that. Our president doesn't have to deny anything. He done it in the front of everyone. And to make the people understand, I'm someone like you, I'm not better than you. So can we please Stop talking about rubbish just because of something, and see this as a good thing and a good example of, I'm close to you, I'm not better than you. Even my job is a president. But what? Just because my title is a president, I cannot joke, I cannot laugh, I cannot do anything out of place, because I'm gonna be criticized by senators and people and saying this is abusing of power. This is I don't even know, what to call to some people when they start saying that, because this is like a little thing they have to talk about. They haven't got nothing. Other senators who's against our president, they haven't got nothing on him, and they cannot talk nothing bad about him, except only if our president does it something, they jump on the top of him. So please, can you give it a break? And the people who has been protesting and angry to our president, I want to point it again to you guys, all of you, or most of the Filipino people. If it was one of you, I would like to know in how, let's say in 1,000, how many people will be queuing online to do the same. I think you'll be lots of it, lots of people being queued to do the same, and to be, what, in the news, famous. Some other people will do it to be famous. Some other people will do it just because they love and care about the president, and we love our president, what he's doing to our country and to our people. And appreciation, he has to go and visit to all the OFWs around the world where they are. I would like them to come over to London also to visit the OFWs in UK. That's something I would like to see him over here in UK, and yeah, I will look forward to that day, and hopefully when I go home, and soon hopefully I also meet him. But for me, this is one of the best things, and is nothing to it. I mean, I don't know what to say. All I can say is I just hate people who want to criticize and make something small so big. And this Senator Racer, what she thinks she is, who knows what she does behind somewhere else, and things like that. Maybe one day we're gonna know what she's been doing also. Maybe not in public, because she thinks she's a figure, she's a good example. Is she a good example? She's a good example to who? I don't see that. For me, she should be out somewhere else, not over here in this kind of place. And that's it. Anyway, that's my views. I'm thankful for everyone to hear my stuff, and sorry about the quality. Like I said, I don't do editing in my videos. I don't do anything like that like everybody else does. Cutting, and I don't go back to see if I did repeat myself or not. And if I did, I really apologize. But this is how it is. That's how it is. Anyway, and not like everyone else does editing and copying and pasting, and they like people to see what they want to see. So I don't do that, and I don't go back to see my videos how it is. What I said, that's how it is. That's how I am. And this is the room. I'm doing it today, and that's it. So nobody has to like anything what I say, but that's my opinion, and I'm sure it's not only me. We have a lot of people around the world who loves and cares about our president, and we have so many foreigners which we love our president. Plus our country in the Philippines is one of the best and rich. And I want to talk about other video about most of the islands we have, which is rich in gas, rich in oil, rich in golds. We have that, and many years. So, but I'll do another comment. I have one video already for a long time about the island. We have a gold island in the Philippines, but that's another story anyway. Thank you very much for listening, and yeah, cool. And thank you for the new people who subscribe to this channel. And I will see you soon. Duterte power, always let's support the president. Duterte, do the right thing and give him some slack. He's just a human person like anybody else. Take care. God bless. Mabuhay. Ciao, ciao.